How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Spectre video. In today's video, we will be covering ICT's kill zones and how we can use them to frame our trades. Okay, so for the first part of the video, we'll be covering timings and the importance of all the different kill zones. And for the last half of the video, we will go through examples of the London Open kill zone and the New York Open kill zone and showing their characteristics on a chart example. So what is a kill zone? A kill zone is a specific time window in which the market will experience high levels of volatility. So the reason why we use kill zones within intraday trading is to catch nice, quick, impulsive moves, right? We don't want to be sitting in choppy price action. We want nice, quick, and fast take profits. In addition to this, if you can understand the characteristics of different kill zones, you can master them, right? Once you've mastered them, you will see these characteristics happening day in, day out. So you will automatically know when you turn up for that session, you have a criteria, right? You know what you want to see and you know what the market should do. So here we have the Asia kill zone. This kill zone starts from 8 p.m. and finishes at 12 a.m. Eastern time. Now the pairs I want you guys to focus on during this kill zone would be Australian dollar pairs, New Zealand dollar pairs, and Japanese yen pairs. So the reason why I would like you guys to focus on these three currencies is because the corresponding countries, right, they're the most active in this time window. So what that means is during this time window, this is when they'll be placing the most orders, and that's where the bulk of volume will come from. And that principle applies for the remaining kill zones. So the reason why I would tell you guys to stick to specific pairs is because during them time windows, that's when the bulk of volume is being traded. Okay, so next up we have my personal favorite kill zone, and this is the London Open kill zone. So the London Open kill zone starts at 2 a.m. and finishes at 5 a.m. Eastern time. So for this kill zone, the main pairs that I would recommend you guys to focus on would be the GBP pairs and the Euro pairs. These are the ones that I also stick to, and these are the only ones that I monitor during the London kill zone. Okay, so next up we have the New York Open kill zone. This kill zone starts at 7 a.m. and finishes at 10 a.m. Now me personally, I don't trade the New York kill zone too often, but when I do, I like to focus on majors only. So that's any pair that includes the dollar. So typically for new traders, I would recommend you stick to the New York Open kill zone. This is because during this period, right, you already have the London kill zone data and you have data from the Asia range, so you can use that to frame your bias. Okay, and finally, we have the London close kill zone. So for me personally, I don't use this kill zone at all. This is out of my personal trading hours. Now, just because the London close kill zone doesn't suit me, does not mean that it won't suit you. I always recommend that you gather your own data, do some backtesting, do some forward testing, and see if that's something you would like to add into your plan. But to keep the content nice and short for YouTube, I will be covering the London and New York Open kill zones only. So let's start with the London Open kill zone. So what are the characteristics of the London Open kill zone? So ideally, right, what we want to see during London kill zone is that it sets the high or the low of the day. In addition to this, we would also like that high or low of the day to be set above or below the midnight opening price, also known as the true day opening price. And finally, for a textbook London session, we would like to see a Judas swing. So a Judas swing is just a manipulation in the opposite direction of the intended order flow. So let's hop into a chart example. So starting from the left, we want to delineate the midnight open price, okay? Once we have that, we can use this line, this horizontal yellow line, we can use it as a reference to as of where the low or the high of the day should be set, depending on whether we are expecting a bullish or a bearish day. So using this example, we will be going over a bullish day. So as we can see, when London Open kill zone starts, we get that false move beneath the midnight opening price. This is what I taught you guys previously, also known as the Judas swing. As we can see, when we got that false move, we also cleared sell side liquidity to the left. Now that was just a fake move to trap breakout sellers, right? After these breakout sellers have been trapped, price puts in the low of the day during the London session, and after that, we can expect the rest of the day to expand bullish. So now that you know this, you have two options, right? You either wait patiently for London session to set the low of the day, and then you take the NY continuation, or you can scalp the London session. I do not personally recommend this because it hasn't worked out for me in the past, but if you do choose to take this route, you must be very careful and logical with your take profit areas. Okay, so let's move on to the New York kill zone. So the characteristics of the New York open kill zone. So just to keep things nice and simple for you guys, I want you to focus on two possible outcomes for the New York open kill zone. You will either get a continuation or a reversal. Now for this video, we will only be focusing on continuations, and continuations can happen in two forms, either in the form of an offset accumulation or a reaccumulation. So now I'll show you guys an example where New York open kill zone continues the trend of London open kill zone via a reaccumulation. So once again, remembering what I've taught you guys previously, London open kill zone sets that low of the day exactly at the open at 2 AM. Below the midnight opening price, we have the Judas swing. So what we can see, right, is at the end of London open kill zone, we get another rally up, and this happens just before the New York open kill zone. Then when New York open kill zone opens, we get a return into this fair value gap, also known as a reaccumulation. We also retest that midnight opening price, and then we continue up. So for me, this is a textbook classic buy day, and a perfect example of a New York continuation. In the future, I will be making videos covering the classic buy and sell day in more detail, so don't worry if you do not understand that just yet. So that pretty much sums up the teaching of ICT's kill zones. Now before we end this video, I would like to announce the giveaway winners from the daily bias video. So the winners will show up now on your screen. If you are one of the 3 winners, please DM me or Spectre Trading on Twitter and we will grant you access to the Spectre Academy. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment and a subscribe. If there's anything that you would like me to cover in the next video, please let me know down below. And if there's anything that I have missed out, feel free to drop a comment and I will answer that. So as always guys, thank you for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next video.